Hey guys, so I drew another shapeshifter drawing. Recently I've been kind of into drawing my stuffed animals as them. I just basically took these tiny keychains that I bought from the Littlest Gift Boutique. You can search them up. They're a small company that sells like crane game prizes that are exclusive to Japan, so it's really cool. They're a small business. I'm not sponsored by them, but I just wanted to put it out there what business I bought this from because during COVID and stuff, it's difficult for them. So, yeah, definitely check them out. This is a little deer keychain that I phone charm that I purchased around a year ago, I want to say, but could be more. I bought this at a convention. I think it was a really small convention that I went to with my brother, and I purchased it. So yeah, so I ended up drawing him as a deer shapeshifter. So I'm gonna get started on coloring and go from there. So the first thing I'm going to do is color in his cardigan, which I'm going to use. I'm gonna use G58, which is mint green light. So this is like the lightest green that I have. And I'm going to start coloring him in. If the shadows are harsher, it's just than other videos. It's just because it is nighttime. So I'm trying to deal with my lighting situation. I seem to always be filming in the nighttime nowadays. That's just because I was busy cleaning up some part of my house. So yeah, I was like super busy and I didn't even feel like making a video to be honest. But I was like, I need to, so this is just me. I was like, I should be resting, but never mind. I completely used my whole day for cleaning, so now I have to make a video. So I'm just gonna first go around different parts of his cardigan first. So he is a deer. He's super brightly colored, so I thought I would use something that's not super bright. Because yellow is more of a warm color, so I'm trying to use like a cool color. So this time I chose green for his shirt. I originally was gonna go for blue, but then I realized my last video with my octopus drawing was also blue, so I scrapped that idea really fast. I was like, no same colors for these guys. I try my best to do like different colors, but of course I have only limited amount of markers, so sometimes I go back to similar colors for different characters. So I chose to draw him in a cardigan because it's just super comfy and super, yeah, it just wanted to make him look comfy. So, oh no, his head's too big. So he's gonna fall off a lot. So yeah, so I ended up going for something that's more spring-ish, spring fall weather, which is a cardigan. I thought that would be more seasonal in season with like him because he's a deer. Because when you think of deers, you think of spring. So I thought this would be a nice outfit. Also, because recently I've been drawing characters with like super formal clothing, so I thought I'd kind of strayed away from that, do something more semi formal and more casual looking. I have to admit that I made his arms pretty long, but before erasing it, I decided that was something that I would keep because technically because he's a deer and he's not a actual person, he's more of like a shapeshifter that I created again because I've been into making my stuffed animals into shapeshifter characters apparently. So he basically kept his arms the length that I drew them. I kind of drew them overly exaggerated, like too long, so I kept it because deers have long legs, so I was thinking about that does add more personality to him, like that he's a deer and not just a regular person. So I thought that would be nice to just keep. Of course, there are times where I'm like thinking in between, like, should I actually make them look more human than more animal, or more of their animal side rather than human? Let me know in the comments below, like, what do you guys prefer when it comes to these shapeshifters? Like, more human based or more animal based? Um, I tend to really love animals, and I think because they are shapeshifters, maybe this brings out um, their personality more as animals. But let me know in the comments below, like, what do you guys prefer to see, like, in some drawings? And I might try to take your ideas too, because sometimes it's hard to come up with ideas. Sometimes I'm just like thinking about too many things. So I am done with that. And now I am going to use BG57. So this is a turquoise green light, and I'm just going to shade in the cardigan. The pose was mainly focused on like the hands going up. Like I used a reference for it. I think I made his hands pretty big too. So yeah. Um, but I've been really into drawing hands recently. Um, just because I want to see how well I can do different poses for hands. Usually hands are a bit tricky to draw, like for the shape and the size, so I try to practice that often. I don't know why my nose is runny. I guess, I don't know, I have this thing where I look down, and if I look down too much, my nose starts running. I have a sensitive nose. It's just what it is. Also, like, I was cleaning my basement, so yeah, my nose is just bad because there's kind of like a lot of dust down there, so try my best to not inhale like so much dust. So I'm almost done shading his cardigan. I think the whole green matches like the fact that he's a deer because they're in the woods. Oh my, I accidentally colored my hand when trying to close the lid. Oh no, a mistake. This typical, like, I usually get like marks, like marker marks on my skin. These don't last very long, like you can wash it off. It just takes a little bit more effort than regular markers, like kids markers and stuff, but it's quite easy to wash off. So I'm going to use, want something to go with the Sure. I usually do shirts white whenever I color in these, like the outer part of the outfit. So I kind of want to add something else. Do, do, do. I'm just going to use YR33, which is orange. This is a melon yellow, but it looks like an orange when you put it on paper. It's a pretty dark orange though. It's it's not as dark as my other orange. I have two oranges in my marker kit. So yeah, but it's pretty bright. But I want to stray away from constantly using the same thing over again, which is basically my technique is go to just having a plain white shirt underneath any outfit if I have like a collared shirt, sweater, or cardigan on top of the outfit. It's just very easy to go to because you have like zero inspiration. So I'm trying not to do that. I'm staying away from the fact that I use too much white in some of my outfits that I draw. I'm gonna change to the chisel tip. Okay, so that is his shirt. And I'm going to use YR24, which is Marigold, which is my second orange that I have in my kit of markers. So I'm just gonna do that. So I made his shirt a bit skin tight, so that's why you see all the abs and stuff. Usually I do that because it's just easier to practice the muscle drawing. I don't like my muscle drawing like going to waste in terms of like me using super flowy shirts. Sometimes I'll try to use like more baggy clothing, but for most characters I try to do like tighter shirts so you can see like the abs and the definition. It's kind of just a thing that I like to do because it just gives a challenge for me to actually draw the muscles in and leave them out. So yeah, it's just basically what I do. The last thing I'm going to do is color in his pants. I usually think of colors on the spot because it's more challenging that way. I think it's fun, like, to come up with colors and stuff like that and see what goes well with each other. So I am going to use, I kind of want to add a blue. So I'm going to use B68, which is a turquoise blue. It's pretty light blue, and because it's a turquoise blue, it'll be closer to the green color, so it's not going to be just a blue color. So yeah, I think this will work well with the cardigan, just matching it, but not quite matching it. You know, I've been pushing my paper against my deer. I've just forgot about that. And the last thing I need to do is shade in the pants, and then I'll be done. And I just realized the color palette reminds me of Aquaman, which is hilarious, but I'm just gonna ignore the fact that it does. Um, I don't know. It's the orange and the green that really get to me, but I guess I'll live with it. I'm going to use B67, which is pastel blue, and I'm just going to shade in the pants. I think I gave him like some sort of leggings of some sort. I don't know what pants I was going for, but I guess he wears just skin tight clothing. I wasn't really sure with some of the clothing that I was going for his pants, but I guess it works. Okay, it's just funny that I accidentally chose colors that remind me of Aquaman, but oh well. So basically, for him, and there was a boar drawing that I did. That's on my drawings playlist if you want to see that. But basically, there was one that I drew of a boar. They're kind of orangey yellow. I'm not gonna lie, it's not the yellow. Like, it's not the exact thing that I used for the skin tone. However, what I did was I took my darkest yellow and I colored in the skin, and then for the shading I actually used a light orange, so that way it's at least somewhat matching. I know I couldn't get like the correct consistency with like the color, because for example his, you'll notice the orange is a bit too dark for, it's too dark for him, but also the yellow is too light for him. So yeah, but what happens is I kind of blended them together with like the shading, so I hope it looks nice. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see any, ooh, he wants to fall. If you want to see any other shapeshifters that I have drawn for my plushies, you can check out my drawings playlist. I will be posting all of his all his process work. I lost my train of thought. All his process work onto my um social media, which is down in the description box below. So sorry, my thinking is just gone at this point because I was I'm a bit tired. But yeah, so if you want to see his process work, definitely check out the all of my social media. It's there. If you like and follow those, you will constantly see the art updates that I post every single day. I try to post at least 1 to 2 drawings or pictures that I have. So yeah, and my next video will be outlining this drawing, and what else did I want to say? Also, if you like this video, don't forget to like, save, and subscribe. I noticed I was checking my analytics recently, and it said that majority of the people watching actually don't subscribe, they just watch it all. So yeah, if you like my videos and you want to constantly get notified for it, it will be like, it's easier if you just subscribe, I guess, and then if you want to, and then you can also ring the bell button, which is right next to the subscription button, so that way you get notifications every time I upload a video. Try to upload 3 a week. And so yeah, I notice like it fluctuates because I don't upload on like the weekends and stuff like that, but it's just because there's like so many things. Like I noticed like my schedule kind of got busy when I started getting a job, so from there I kind of died down in like, because I would upload every day, and when I did that, it was kind of really, I don't know how you say. It was like me rushing to make a video every day, and it just didn't work because everything would be rush content. So I try to do better content nowadays because it's just like I spend more time on that. So that's why I don't upload on weekends and certain days, just to have that space and time. So I have like time to make videos and make like proper videos. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye.